Hey everybody, welcome to a splendid new video. Today I'm going to show you how I do my makeup for streaming or for videos or even photo shoots. And the reason why this is different from normal everyday makeup that I do is because we are thinking about lighting for this one. And the reason why this is important is because if you have strong light, for example, if you use like light boxes or if you have studio lights or a key light, you might want to kind of redefine your features so you don't look like a flat kind of ghost. So basically this is what I came up with to sort that out. And I'm not a professional makeup artist, I'm just a passionate makeup hobbyist. But these are some of my tips and I hope that you will enjoy it. So this is my bare face. I only have moisturizer on and I'm gonna show you the steps to how we make this into this. Alright, so I only have moisturizer on right now and I'm gonna show you the first step. We're gonna jump straight into concealer and I'm using this MAC one. It's called Studio Finish Concealer. It's super covering and that's what we want right now. We're not going for natural, we're going for coverage. And if you haven't already noticed, I have a lot of psoriasis and that's where we're gonna cover this up. I think I could like come up with names for these brushes and nobody would know, except maybe makeup fans. So this is the Kix Professional 404 brush. I'm just gonna start, maybe you have acne or something else you'd like to cover, and I'm just sort of patting this on carefully. You don't wanna anger the psoriasis monster. It's fine if it's not 100% covered. I like not being super red on my spots, but I don't care if people see them. All right, so now that's done. I'm going to go in under my eyes to hide those under eye circles and also like around my nose where I tend to be a little bit more red. Just make sure you get that eye goo away from your makeup. All right, that's finished. So I'm gonna go in with a foundation. I use the Naked Skin, yeah, it's just called Naked Skin from Urban Decay. It's a weightless ultra definition liquid makeup. Yes, it's nice. It's not super high coverage, but I just feel like it does enough. So I just put it on my hand and I use a stippling brush and I'm just gonna put that basically all over my face. The reason why stippling brushes are so nice for this purpose is they make you look kind of a little bit airbrushed. That's a word that everybody uses in the makeup world and I've never really understood what that means. Basically, I just think it makes it look very nicely blended and you don't get like streaks from it. So basically what we want to do with this is just make sure that we have one single shade all over the face, and then we're gonna go in and create those shadows again, called contouring, if you did not know that. And don't forget to blend this into your neck or you're gonna have like a streak in a different shade, even if it is your shade. Well, to be honest, my neck is like its own shade compared to my face anyway, but thank God I'm wearing a turtleneck. All right, so that is done and we're just gonna powder this down. I am almost out of powder, but hopefully it will be enough to cover it for this time. I'm using the Lock It powder from Kat Von D. This is a travel size and it lasted me forever, so I do recommend getting that if you want to try it out. And I'm just gonna use like a brush to put that on. This is my coolest brush. It has Pac-Man on it and it says game over. Yep, and the reason why we powder is to just make sure that this doesn't move. I try not to powder too much on my cheeks because I realized that's my mirror. I realized I probably should have done this as a step after this first one, so I'm gonna jump back. Let's pretend we didn't powder. And I'm gonna go in with a contouring. So this is a contouring kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And the reason why I'm using this one specifically is because it's a cream one. For normal days out, I would go in with a powder one, but I feel like cream ones are more visible when you use a flash or if you have really strong lighting. Definitely if I'm doing like a photo shoot and I'm doing my own makeup, I do prefer to use cream contouring. I'm actually gonna go in and just put it on with this first brush that I already used, and then we're going to blend it with this one. And I'm very pale, so like imagine these colors on my face, and I'm going to use this one. So it's the second to lightest one, and I'm gonna blend that very, very thoroughly. And we're just gonna put it on like this. This is the funny part. This is where you look hilarious. So basically just underneath my cheekbones. If you already know how to contour, you will know where to place this, but if you're new, do, I'm going to place it wherever I want the shadows to fall on my face, which is around my hairline and a little bit cutting out this part, and then my cheekbones, of course, and then just connecting them a little bit. Some people also do their nose. I have a very narrow nose, so if I were to do this, I might just do it for the purpose. I would do it very, very lightly because otherwise my nose looks like an arrow. I don't know if you can even see this, but there is a little bit on there. We're just gonna blend this out now with the sculpting brush. I bought this brush and I was like, I don't know what to use it for. And then I bought these cream products and I'm like, oh, there we go. I'm just trying to blend it into my hairline, otherwise it's gonna look a little bit strange. But also the hair is gonna fall down over it, so it's not gonna be a big deal anyway. If you want to go like even more hardcore on this, you can also go over it with powdered contouring on top to just make it even more accentuated. And the reason why you put it on the cheek line is because you want to make sure that that one is visible if you're using a flash or a really strong light. I just noticed sometimes if I place it weirdly, it does give me that same effect as if I would have a different shade of foundation. So I do try to like blend it downwards a little bit. I'm actually gonna go on top with a little bit of bronzer. So for bronzer, I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, but this one is in a lighter shade and also it is powder. So I'm just gonna go in with this one right here to give my face some more color. I'm just gonna use this sort of angled brush and this will hopefully make me look a little bit less dead. Next step I'm gonna do is to go in with a blush to give my cheeks a little bit of that rosy look. And for blush I use the Isadora Face Wheel All-in-One. And I'm just using the blush color, which is kind of like rosy. I feel like pinks are really nice as well. Peaches is like my favorite color when I look at them, but when I put them on my face, I'm like, no. And I am doing like more than I would if I would like go out for dinner or whatever. That's also because we want it to pop on screen, and that doesn't really happen if I do it sort of natural looking. So that's why we're doing it. Next step. My favorite step probably is highlighter, and again I use Naked from Urban Decay. This is a liquid highlighter and I'm gonna put that on, and then I'm gonna put another powder one on top to make it really pop. And I'm putting this one on my cheekbones. I do the tip of my nose. Some people do all the way, but I have again a very narrow nose. I'm doing it on my forehead to give that a little bit shine. I didn't used to get why people did put it on their forehead. I was like, oh, but I always get oily there. I don't want people to look at it. But it kind of just makes it look nice altogether, I think. And usually I would usually use a sponge for this, a beauty blender, but it started smelling weird, so I had to throw it out. I just want to make sure that's blended out, but we don't want it to like blend it all over the face. Like you do want it to stay where you put it, more or less, like this sort of area. I don't want it to like start going into my cheek. This color is kind of like purple based. It's really pretty. I do realize now that I did forget to powder after we did the contouring. So let's pretend we did that. I'm such a makeup guru, aren't I? Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I promise. All right, now that's done. I'm going to go in and just put some powder on top of that. So now that that's done, I'm going in with another highlighter just to really make it stand out. And that's again because of the light. And this one is from Etude House. It's a highlighter and I like it. And I'm just putting that on top. And gosh darn, if you could see this in real life. And I'm just going over the same places as we already put the first product. Next is the eyes. So I'm gonna start with putting on a primer, and that's just to make the eyeshadows really pop. And this one is from NYX, and it's just an eyeshadow base. And I just put that on with my fingers. For eyeshadow, I'm using this one. It's called Color Bomb by Viva La Diva. And I'm gonna use this orangey color. And then we're also gonna go in with a darker color, which might be this one. And they're called It's a Sign and Crazy in Love. And I'm gonna use this one. It's like a little angled eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna do like my crease at first and blend that in, and then a little bit underneath my eye, and then we're gonna do a darker shadow on the outer corner, and then I might put some highlighter in the inner corner. And thanks to the primer we just used, this color really pops, and that's why it's super important that we blend it out, because otherwise we're gonna have a really nice uneven and a very clear edge. Alright, so we've got the first color nailed down, and I'm going to go in with a dark red Crazy in Love one on the outer corner. And for the inner section, I'm just gonna use the same Etude House highlighter, and I'm just gonna put that on the inner half of the eye and on the inner corner. It's time for eyeliner, and I'm just using a Hello Kitty one that I bought in China. I'm just gonna line my eye with it. Don't poke your eyeball. I just make a thinner line towards the inner corner of my eye and thicker. And I like doing a winged eyeliner, and then I try to do it really thin at the edge, like nice and pointy. I do like angling them a little bit downwards sometimes. I used to always do them like flicking upwards, but I do like doing them up tiny, like following the shape of my eye, which does go downwards. And it kind of makes my eye just look a bit longer. Yeah, it's good enough. Also, this eyeliner isn't great, so I'm happy. I'm gonna put on some mascara, and then we are putting on some fake eyelashes. So what am I using? I'm using Smashbox Full Exposure because my friends recommended it to me. I think it's pretty good. All right, that's good enough. Let's put on some falsies. I have, these are actually 2 pairs of lashes, but originally I'm gonna use these thinner ones. They're from Swede and in the model Gabby. And I'm gonna use sweet glue and a pair of tweezers. I'm just putting on like the tiniest amount of lash glue, and you just let it dry for like 30 seconds and then you put it on. You can blow on it a little bit to speed up the process, or just, you know, watch a video or something. I do think lashes is probably my favorite part for these type of makeups for like streaming and stuff, because I think it really shows off well on like with webcams, and even if you have like a smaller screen while you're playing, I think it looks really nice. I've tried lash extensions as well. They're nice, but I feel like you have to refill so often, even if you follow instructions, that I don't know, it's a lot of money. I also like just to point out, I do not do this makeup for every stream I've done or every video I do. This is more like special occasion or fun. All right, so I'm just placing this onto my eye. All right, eyelashes are on. We're gonna do our eyebrows. And again, I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow pomade. I don't know how you pronounce that, but you can use whatever you want. All right, and I'm just using a eyebrow brush from the same brand, and I like starting by my arch and fill that in a little bit. I like pretty thick brows. Like, I don't like making them too thick, but I also don't enjoy the look of skinny brows on myself. I have been there, I have done that. My eyebrows are very, very dark, and like the hairs are really thick, so it is sometimes a little bit tricky to fill them in without it looking weird. I know some people will go in with concealer to really make the eyebrows look super defined. I usually don't do that. I usually just leave them like this. I did forget one thing. We're doing lips. Final one. And I had the NYX one. It is the Soft Matte Lip Cream, and it's in the shade Stockholm. I had to buy it for that very reason. So I'm just gonna use that on my lips, and I think we're done. I think that's it. I have a look. I think we're about done. I'm just gonna let my hair out, and I will show you what it looks like on screen, and I will also show you what it will look like. I'm pointing, but you can't see. I'm pointing to my key light. I'm gonna show you what it looks like if I use stronger light as well. So I will see you in just a second. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you don't like makeup, then I guess this video isn't for you. But to be honest, I wouldn't wear this super often, but it's fun to do every now and then. So if you feel like you're a bit washed out due to your lights, I hope this helps you a little bit, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any makeup tips for streaming or video recording or photo shoots, feel free to leave it down below, and I would love to read it. That's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this nice streaming slash video making slash studio shoot, whatever makeup. I hope that it might have helped some of you to define your features or whatever. Not that you need it, but because it's fun. So I will see you in the next video. And before we go, if you have any makeup tips that you want to share, please feel free to leave them down below. I would love to read them. Or if you have any questions, I'm an open book. All right, guys, have a good one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.